Hey everyone, welcome to the Horror Show. I'm Cecil Laird.
I'm Brittini Lee.
And we are back here for day 6 of the 8 Days of SAWlloween.
I want to play a game.
And that of course means that we are going to be reviewing Saw 6, which to me was like thank God time, because it was definitely a breath of fresh air after the really lackluster 4 and 5. So yeah. Did you agree with that?
I absolutely agree. Like at the end of 3, when he gets the tape and the wax, and I'm like, ooh, this is gonna be awesome. Jigsaw is dead, and yet this guy's gonna get his comeuppance, and then we have to wait 2 more movies for that to happen.
Yep. Kind of still happen. Like he, you know, whatever. I don't know that we should spoil this one. We're getting closer to the end, I guess.
Closer to the end. No, but yeah, no. I'm just like you're like waiting for this to start happening. Like,
yeah, you're right. They do set that up at the end of 3.
Yeah. They set that up at the end of 3. They're like, oh, Jack, you thought you were gonna. What is it? I don't think his name's Jack. It's something.
No, it's I call him Detective Pouty Lips, or Detective Pouty Lips, and that's because he's constantly. Yeah, exactly. Like it's just
he's got the smolder going on.
He's got resting pouty face.
Resting smolder.
Yeah, but yeah, I totally agree that that is kind of what we were waiting for. And then not only that, but they took sort of 2 movies setting up characters that you just didn't really care about, including kind of Detective Pouty Lips. But I don't know. I thought that the way 4 and 5 played out, you can watch our reviews, you'll see, we just were not happy with it. But we did in this one get the return of a character, Detective Perez.
Yes, that they made you believe was dead in the 5th installment.
Because at the end of 5, it was revealed that, or it was Detective Pouty Lips made it look like the FBI agent that had been chasing Jigsaw for the 4th and 5th installment was actually the one helping him.
Yes.
So, but...
Wait.
Yeah.
Who did you call Detective Dickhead before?
That was who I called Detective Dickhead. I changed it to Detective Pouty Lips.
Detective Pouty Lips.
Yeah,
okay,
I changed it because I couldn't get over the Pouty Lips this time. I just couldn't. Yeah, you're right though. Detective Dickhead is Detective Pouty Lips. My bad. I should have stuck with my nickname. But yeah, no. So he frames the FBI agent. Yeah. And actually, well, we'll get to the gore because I do want to talk about the gore in this one. But the story,
they start off with the gore from the last one, which was nice because you only had that little tiny bit of gore.
You get more like big time aftermath and stuff. But when we get to that, we'll get to that in a second. But yeah, so this one is about Detective Pouty Lips, who's trying to tie up the loose ends from 4 and 5. Because first he finds out that Perez is still alive. He finds out that the captain guy is now out in the field or whatever. The special agent guy is out in the field trying to actively find who this guy is that's still performing Jigsaw traps. And then there's the subplot was who this time? It was the insurance guy. So that's sort of the guy that takes place of the he's the main trap guy. He's the one involved in all the traps in some way.
And we have the same setup as we did in 3.
Yeah.
Where it's one guy who's,
deciding
the fate of other people. Only this time he can't just save people. He has to kill people.
Yeah, it's no
like,
choice.
You can save this person and this person will die, or everybody's gonna die. So save someone or let everybody die. Or you can
save 2 of these 6 people.
Oh yeah, save 2 of 6 people. That was like
that was aggressive. But yeah,
that was a moment where I'm like, dude, if you're a guy, you're so screwed.
But he that's true. Well, maybe not. I mean, but anyway, the main character he's a higher up at this insurance firm. He basically created the formula that helps the insurance company decide who gets covered and who doesn't. And it's this ridiculous Fight Club-y formula. Like they mentioned this in Fight Club, the insurance people, but this is, more directly dealing with life. And what we find out through the course of the movie, which again, Jigsaw is prominently featured, even though he's dead. through flashbacks, and we see that he met this guy face to face when he found out he had the cancer that we see happen in 2, right? Start happening in 2.
Yep, and it's kind of his fault that...
Yeah, well, he goes there after Dr. Gordon from the first movie refuses to help him because he even says he's always got one hand on the doorknob. Yep. And I was like, I liked a lot of the dialogue in this movie compared to 4 and 5, and even some of the earlier ones. I thought it was really good developmental dialogue for Jigsaw. When he has this whole diatribe to the insurance guy about, the state of the world, and, when that's sort of another point in which he formulated this idea that people only learn
to his traps and his reasoning behind putting people through these types of tortures.
And also, I guess this kind of segueing into the acting, because Jigsaw came back, Amanda came back.
And I have to say, this movie did a lot of things that justified her actions in 3 that I hated.
Yeah.
There's so many things that she did in 3 that I was just like, what?
That's so random. Why? Yeah.
Why?
But they did show her read this note in the movie.
They did show her read the note. And that's I like how they wrapped that around and tied that loose end up. And I was like, okay.
It was actually, that's what I'm saying. The writing was tight in this one.
Yeah, because in 3, it was like, why is she acting like a jealous lover? I fucking hate it. Sorry.
No, you're good.
I'm like, I can't stand, like, the way she's doing this. And then the way they tied it up in this one, I was like, okay, I like it better now.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
It made me appreciate 3 a lot more. At least the Jigsaw and Amanda and the Jigsaw story of that.
Well, they even deepened. They added Amanda into another part of it too.
Yes,
turns out she was with the junkie that ended up accidentally killing their baby when he slammed the door into Jill. And like you see off camera that Amanda was there the whole time,
prompting a lot of her actions.
Yeah, exactly. So that was really cool. They just, I'm still touching on story while I'm talking about acting because the story was just really tight. It was really good.
The story's really good in this one, and the story has many facets, and it ties so many other parts of the other installments into it in a very clean fashion.
And even though the sort of the A story, I would say normally the A story is the person going through from trap to trap. That was really more B story in this one. It was,
yeah.
But while oftentimes, like in 4 and 5, that A story is sort of lackluster because you don't care about these people, you don't know how they're intertwined until the end. Really, this one tells him right up front. Listen, these are the people you work with. You're gonna go through and decide the fates of people that you actually work with. So and not only that, even if you don't care about that because you've never met these people before, you have this sort of, or I did, but I imagine a lot of viewers have this sick sort of fascination with it because it is an insurance guy having to go through all of this, and everyone has dealt with insurance, and there's always in the back of your mind like that, ooh man, he's got to make that choice. I don't envy being him right now, but hey, he's kind of pushed himself to this point, so you enjoy it on that level too, I suppose.
The proverbial lawyer.
Yeah, that like in a vindictive enjoyment you can kind of take out of it, but I think that actually segues nicely into the gore because there is quite a bit of gore in this one. And circling back to the beginning, the end of 5 is the FBI agent having the walls smash him as Detective Pouty Lips Dickhead sinks below the surface. And you just see blood splash against... Oh yeah, you do see his arm snap. That got her again. His arm.
Every time, that'll get me every time.
Yeah.
Every time. I've seen it, I don't know how many times.
But this time, we saw Detective Dickhead Pouty Lips go up, and when the walls separate, he sees the aftermath, the mangled mass of flesh and clothes and nastiness, and it just sort of falls, except the hand, which actually comes into play. When he tries to set traps.
They don't show you immediately until later.
That's the big twist. That's one of the big twists towards the end. Yeah, but again, this is. I don't really care that much about spoiling it. I don't want to spoil. We won't spoil Jigsaw.
At the beginning, you're like, "Oh, don't spoil things." And now all of a sudden,
now I don't care.
Oh no, I don't care.
I flip flopped. That's okay. It's still like 10 years old at this point, almost. So that's fine. If you haven't seen it in 10 years, you don't care if I spoil it. But anyway, so the gore, outside of even that first reveal of the aftermath of the smooshed body, because I've always wanted to see something like that in my morbid horror desires. Actually, it starts off even gorier, where the people have to give pounds of flesh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The guy slicing off the giant pieces of fat off of his stomach, and then the chick just like. Ah.
Well, it's cool. I forgot that the chick starts.
She starts low.
She's got
the knife. Yeah, and I'm like, why? She's all like, oh, here, let me chop off the finger, and I'm like, really, a finger, a finger? Like, oh no, okay, let me go for the wrist. Because your hand's gonna, weigh more than that guy's stomach, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, here, let me start cutting right here.
Yeah,
let me start slicing into my arm. She gets
almost like halfway through.
And then she looks at the guy cutting off bigger chunks of fat, and she's like, let me take the butcher knife and just,
Yeah, she just takes the cleaver and hacks off her whole arm. But
why didn't you start with that?
But yeah, so the gore is right on Front Street, like big time. And the traps just got, I liked the breathing trap. I thought that was kind of cool. That was different. Two dudes set up in the apparatus where their midsections will be crushed if they take breaths. And so it's whoever can hold their breath the longest, and
survive. That
was pretty good. I mean, just the gore was very on point.
Yeah, the pulling trap by the neck, where the guy got slammed into the window, and it was slicing into his throat.
Right. Yeah, because he was strung up with barbed wire. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was pretty aggressive. And then the shotgun, merry-go-round. I couldn't think of the term.
Shotgun merry-go-round.
That was tough. That was aggressive. And then of course we won't say who or how, but the midsection acid application.
Oh no, yeah, no. I was gonna say the hot maze.
Oh, the hot maze was great.
The hot maze.
That was an intense scene.
That is such a crazy scene. You're just like, oh, he's being so helpful and he's being so nice because he's taking all these burns.
Yeah.
You're just like, damn, man, he's being really sacrificial for this chick, man. He must really care about her.
And then
she's like, fuck you, I need that key!
Yeah, and she starts coming at him with a freaking skill saw. And it's like, oh my god. So yeah, there was a lot of, that's the thing. These movies aren't scary anymore, but there's some intense scenes.
You're looking for the gore, and you're wondering
just like Final Destination.
But now you're wondering how the story plays out with Jigsaw. How does the Jigsaw puzzle go together?
We did though find out what was in the box from Part 5. Jill, Mrs. Jigsaw, gets this box in Part 5, and we never see what's inside it. Totally unfulfilled. That's part of the problem you play with playing the long game in these movies. You can't make a whole scene about her receiving something and then not reveal anything about it until the next movie. That's too long of a game.
The end of the movie.
No, it was in the middle of it.
Was it in the middle?
Yeah, it happened pretty much in the middle.
I thought it was at the end.
It happened early enough where you thought it should come into play in the last movie. But it didn't. So now we find out what was in the box and how it applies to the victims.
This is the same thing with the tape.
Yeah.
The tape and wax.
That's true.
We had to wait 2 fucking movies for
That's
that.
true.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's true. No, that's what I'm saying.
F-bombs,
no, it's okay. No, but you're right though. We did. So we should be used to them playing the long game. But again, that's not a problem because it played out here. So we got to see it in this one. So we didn't, we weren't waiting anymore. But I liked it a lot. I thought the resolution still isn't resolved, so I imagine that's going to continue into 7. But yeah, and I still know there's something coming that you don't. Because you, at the end of this, realized that you'd only seen the first part of this one.
Oh yeah, I was watching it. I'm like, I've seen that. Wait, what's going on now? What's happening here?
And then you dug it. So I think you're going to like 7. I hope I do. I don't know. Maybe you won't. We'll see. If it plays out 4 and 5, I don't know. We'll find out.
If it plays out 4 and 5, I'm just going to be like... And then I'm going to be very upset that I have to go see 8.
No one would blame you.
But if it plays out more like this one or 1 or 2, then that'll be cool.
Yeah. All right. Cool. I think that's fair.
And my rankings have changed.
Yeah.
I think this has gone to number 2.
Okay.
Slot.
I think I could. Well, how would you say 2 and then 6?
Yeah, I'm gonna say 2 and then 6 and then 1 and then 3 and then.
I gotta say 2. No one cares about where 4 or 5 go.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they're at the bottom.
They're
I think 2 and then 1. I still have big respect for 1 after rewatching it, as James Wan and everything he did in that.
But
and then now I might say 3 over 6 just because of what 6 did for 3.
Yeah, but then I have to put 6 above
3 because of that. Okay.
Because you can't have 3 be what
and
it
the
is
gore was better in
six,
6.
which is why I can't put 1 above 2.
Okay.
Because I can't appreciate 1 without 2.
Then I would say 2, 1, 6, 3, and then probably
6, 2,
5,
1,
4. I really don't remember which I liked
6,
worse,
2,
4 or 5.
1, 3, 5, 4. I think. I really, really hated 4.
Yeah, I think that it might be that one.
I think that's how it goes.
All right, well, there's just 2 days of SAWlloween left. Well, that's not true. Assuming all goes according to plan, there will be a bonus day of the 8 days of SAWlloween, otherwise the 9th day of SAWlloween. Hopefully that's going to fall into place. We shall see. I'll let you know by the time the 8th one comes out, because we have one more to watch before, and then Saw 8, or Jigsaw, is due to come out on October 27th. I don't know if we're going to see an early screening or not, which is why I don't know when exactly all of these are going to air. But it'll either be the week leading up to October 27th or the week leading up to when we see it. So that's going to do it for part 6, you guys. Thanks very much for watching. I've been Cecil Laird.
I'm Brittini Lee.
And remember, stay scared.